Okay, for this DIY for a fall wreath, we're going to need some deco mesh, some ribbon, some flowers. I've got the wire wreath form from Dollar Tree, and I've got the cute little Dollar Tree glitter pumpkin that we're going to put on the wreath. You also need some pipe cleaners. I've cut mine in half. I don't really like to use them when they're really long. And scissors, and then I have my little measurer here to measure my deco mesh and my ribbons. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to take my deco mesh and I'm going to cut it into 7-inch strips. And the easiest way I found to do it is I take all my different colors. I've got 4 different colors here of deco mesh, and I unrolled them and made one big roll out of them. So it's 4 layers. And this is my Cricut paper cutter. There's all different brands of paper cutters, but what I do is as I put it under the little paper guide, pull out how many inches I want to cut it off, and then move on to the next one. And then I cut up my whole roll first, and when I get through with that, then we'll come back and see what we've got. Okay, I've got all my little rolls, bundles of deco mesh cut. Now I'm going to separate them and roll them and gather them into bundles. And with the mesh, I'm going to put some ribbon. I'm going to cut my ribbon a little bit longer than the width of the deco mesh, which is see, looks like 6 inches. So I'm going to cut my ribbon at 7 inches, and then do my little bundles and show you what one of them looks like. Okay. Okay, this is how I make my little bundles. This is the tube from the center of the mesh roll. That's what I'm going to use to roll my mesh up to get that nice round shape. So, roll it up. Slide the tube out. And then you got a nice little roll, and you can just squish it in the middle. Now it gets a little complicated. You can't stick a clip on this and put it to the side. I just like to stick it between my fingers right there, and then move on to the next color. I'm gonna do the same thing, just get it kind of even, roll it around, and pull the tube out, and then try to center it, squish it in the middle, stick it between your finger. And then I have some ribbon that I cut and dovetailed the ends, and I made it the same length as my width of ribbon. Just going to kind of crimp it in the middle and stick it in the middle too of your fingers. So then you got all that piled up in your fingers. Now there's an easier way to do this, but you need some special equipment that I just happened to have. I saw it on another video, but you don't have to have it, but it does make it easier, especially if you have carpal tunnel or problems with your hands. So, but that's how I do it if I don't use the, I have a Bodabra bow maker, but you can do it this way. When you get all your ribbons together, then you just take a pipe cleaner and wrap it around it and squeeze it really tight. As tight as you can get it. See. Just give it a couple of twists. Like that. And then I just spread out my bow so I can see a center. And then I've taken my flower and I cut the stem about 2 inches long. And then I just stick it right in the middle of the bunch of mesh and ribbon, and then you fluff it out how you want it, and then you get something that looks like this. Okay, now if you do have a Bodabra, which I mean is old, I can't remember how long I've had this thing. I don't really use it to make bows because find it easier just to do in my hand. But this is a handy little thing for this. It really is. So what you do is you take your pipe cleaner or wire and you just slide it through the little, I don't know if you can see that. Let's bring that up. You just slide it through the thing to the bottom. Then you just take your mesh just like we did before, roll it up. Oh, yeah, roll it up. Squeeze it in the middle and just slide it down on the Bodabra. And that just holds it perfectly for you. And you can do all your rolls, as many as you want in there, ribbons. You can even take the flowers and stick them in there too. You just put it to the side like that. Yeah, take the stem and just put it in the crevice right there. And when you get everything done, you just slide it up with your pipe cleaner, twist your pipe cleaner, and twist it all. My pipe cleaner is a little bit too short, but if you had a longer, no, there you go. Get to the top, just squeeze your pipe cleaner, and then you got a perfectly made bundle, and you didn't have to hold on to it. I've got just about all my bundles made. We'll come back and I'll show you how I'll put it on the wreath. So now we have, this is just the basic wire wreath form from the Dollar Tree. And it's got the curved side and the flat side. I like to put my bundles on top of the curved side. And all I do is I take my bundle and flip it to the back, and I got the stem for my flower and my pipe cleaners. I take that and I stick it through the center row. Then I flip it over, and then I just tighten my pipe cleaner to the first row and to the last row. And then I kind of give my stem of my flower a little bend. And then I flip it over and kind of flip it out and adjust it. So that's the first one, and then I just do them all the way around. I've used two different kinds of flowers, so I'm kind of anal, so I'll do them symmetrical. I got a beige daisy, and then I have a sunflower, so I'm going to do it daisy, sunflower, daisy, sunflower. When I get through them, we'll take a look and see what we got. Okay, here's my finished wreath. I can't decide whether or not I want to put this little decoration on here in the middle or the side, or if I just want to leave it off altogether. I kind of like it with nothing on it. So anyway, that's my fall wreath. I hope y'all enjoyed it, and if you make one, send me a picture. I'd love to see. All y'all have a great day. Thanks.